Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Knitsky, and today we are going to be going over what makes a dog's diet balanced. Now, I know a lot of people think it's totally fine to go and get that 20-pound bag that costs $5 at Walmart and call it good. However, your dogs are going to eat more of that 20-pound bag in the course of a week than they would a 40-pound bag that costs $20 in the course of a week. Because of a couple simple facts, really. That 20-pound bag, that cheap 20-pound bag, is going to have less nutritional value, so they're going to eat more to try and meet their needs, compared to the 40-pound bag that is going to have more nutrition, more protein, more fat. So while you are spending a little bit more money, you're also going to be saving yourself money in the long run. So what I wanted to go over first and foremost is the types of dog food. The most common one is kibble or dry dog food. This is going to be the most economical type of dog food out there, and it's also really popular because of its long shelf life, and it doesn't need to be refrigerated. It's going to help dogs' teeth as well, especially for the teeth back here, because we as people don't see these teeth. So that is typically where your tartar and plaque buildup are going to be in your dog's mouth, and that dry crunchy kibble is going to help rub some of that off. The next one is canned or wet dog food. This can be pretty expensive depending on how you go about it, and it is going to have the longest shelf life. However, most, not all, canned dog foods are about 75% water. So the higher the water content, the less nutritional value that your dog is going to get. That's where a lot of the expensiveness can come in. Now, if you do go with canned dog food, there's nothing wrong with that. You just want to make sure it says 100% nutritionally complete. So the next diet I want to go over is called the semi-moist diet. This is going to be the least nutritionally valuable to your dog. It's going to have a lot of artificial colors, flavors, stuff like that in it. Think of it as like a bacon strip, okay? It's okay as an occasional treat, but should never replace a full diet for your dog. The other diets consist of home cooked and raw. Home cooked is where you have more control over what your dog is eating. This can be expensive, but most owners think of it as totally worth it and worth that peace of mind, because what if their dog has a serious allergy? They know what their dog is eating. Now, when feeding your dogs home cooked or raw, you want to make sure that they are meeting, or you are meeting, their nutritional needs, so no deficiencies or health problems come with that. With the raw food diet, it's exactly how it sounds. It's raw meat, bones, organs, and this can work for many dogs because they have a short intestinal tract and really strong stomach acids that help them digest all of these super high in protein things. But you need to discuss this with your vet before switching your dog over. It can be such a shock to their system that they'll just end up throwing it out. Now, what you want to look for specifically in those dog foods. You want to start with animal protein. It should always be a named protein like duck, chicken, lamb, stuff like that. And another thing to keep in mind is that the ingredients are listed by weight. So the most prominent ingredient is going to be listed first. You want that to be your named protein. And keep in mind that dogs, specifically adult dogs, need about 18 to 25% of protein in their diet. Protein is are amino acids. Amino acids are going to be what helps build up your dog's muscles, repair tissues, stuff like that. And it's also important to keep in mind that dogs only create about half of the amino acids that they actually need, and that the other half needs to come from whatever food you decide to feed them. Now, the second thing you want to go or look at in their dog food is carbs. Dog foods can have 30% up to 70% of carbs. So what that means is if you have a higher energy dog, like a collie, they are going to need a higher percentage of carbs because carbs help provide energy basically. Whereas if you have a senior dog who just wants to sleep and eat all day, you would need a lower percentage of carbs. But you typically do not want to go below 30% because, as I said, dogs do use that as a source of energy, and you don't want them taking away from other places that they would need, like fats, for example. So moving on to fats. Dogs do require fatty acids. Typically in adult dogs, they need about 10 to 15% of fat in their diet. It's going to help provide energy, it's going to help absorb vitamins and minerals, and it's going to help them maintain a healthy skin and coat. Now, last but certainly not least, they also need vitamins and minerals. Vitamin E helps with their immune system, for example, whereas vitamin A is going to help maintaining their healthy skin and coat. And with minerals, they are going to help your dog perform certain functions and prevent deficiencies. So, with that being said, yes, dogs will eat whatever you put in front of them. It's true, it's a fact. But you have to think about what you put in front of them. It's not only going to be more economically helpful for you, where if you get them like a middle range food compared to that $5 20-pound bag. Yes, this is cheap and easy to do, but you're going to be spending more money in the long run with that cheap food because they're going to be going through it faster trying to meet their nutritional needs. That is what uh, that is what makes your dog's diet balanced and why it is important to do so.